Hello and welcome to the 2023 Hart Women's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host, Courtney Jackson, and today we're joined by longtime Graceland University head coach Stu McDowell and senior Arissa Carpenter. Coach, Arissa, how are you guys today?
We're good, and we're delighted to be here.
Good. Well, Coach, let's start off. Introduce us to Arissa. Tell us about her importance to the team, both on and off the court.
Well, Arissa is the prototypical student athlete. If you had to imagine one and invent her, Arissa would be the model. Very good student, AA student, two-time academic All-American, super athlete, unbelievable vertical, fast arm, intelligent, an elementary education major. She's going to be super. If you had to just bring a player and say, hey, act like this, she would be the one. Student leader, former house president of a house on our campus. So she pretty much does it all.
All right. Well, Arissa, give us a little background on yourself. Where are you from? What brought you to Graceland in the first place? And just tell us a little bit about what life is like at Graceland University.
I'm from Raymore, Missouri, so outside the Kansas City area. Volleyball initially attracted me to Graceland and brought me on a visit. I fell in love just for the small community, and that's what has kind of kept me throughout the years, just the deep relationships and bonds through volleyball and also through other activities on campus. Yeah.
All right. Well, Coach, you have been the leader of this Yellow Jacket women's volleyball program for over 40 years. You're number one on the active wins list in the NAIA with over 950 wins. What is it about the sport of volleyball that keeps bringing you back?
It's way fun. It's way fun. At the end of the day, this is what does it. At some level, I suppose the sport could get old or you could get tired of it or whatever, but that happens not to be. It's been a passion. It was my avocational passion before I came to Graceland, and now it's part of the vocational passion. But as I look back over the years, it's all of the young people who have been willing to share their lives with me that have in turn buoyed us, provided moments of unbelievable ecstasy, and who have successfully integrated themselves into both my biological and my volleyball family. I mean, if I said, Arissa, who's Patty? She would say,
his wife that he loves so dearly.
He's got it down. Well, it seems like you have a great community with your players. Arissa, tell me, what does it mean for you guys, the players, to play for such a well-respected coaching legend like Coach Stu?
It's been awesome. Stu, even from day one, or even visiting before you're on the team, makes it clear that he is going to care for you on and off the court, and he continues that throughout the seasons, no matter if you're playing for his team or just are in the program in general. It's been fun, and it's been a positive experience.
Well, and tell me, what inspired you to choose your major, and how does it align with your long-term goals? What are the plans after college?
So I chose my major, elementary education and special education, because I love working with children, and I think that children just serve a unique purpose within our society, and they're to be nurtured and cherished. And so my goals after college are to teach in the Kansas City area back home. And I think I'm being well equipped now here at Graceland to pursue that dream of just being an influence for children.
Yeah, well, let's talk volleyball, Coach. Your team will compete in two tournaments during this non-conference time, one at Missouri Valley, one at William Penn. What do you hope to see from your squad in those early matches?
I'm maybe a little different than some coaches, because the bottom line is there's a lot of new people on our roster, and it's going to be an important time for us to try things on for size. It's going to be an important time for us to be able to, we're actually playing 4 matches in a row. We play next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be important to get out of that as injury-free as possible, and with the clearest insight that we can as to what combination of skill sets is going to give us the very best chance to, one, have fun playing the game, and 2, have success doing it.
Well, Arissa, how are you, as one of the more experienced members of the team, able to help lead on some of those newer faces? Do you guys have any team traditions or team bonding that you guys are using to foster some unity with those new people?
I think just the team tradition of just being excited and greeting those new faces, just kind of with open arms and encouraging, is going to be continued throughout this season, especially for our first few games, of just making those connections on and off the court that are going to help our performance on the court will be continued.
Yeah, all right. Well, Coach, how would you describe the unique identity or culture that the Heart of America Conference has? What sets the Heart apart from some of the other conferences?
Well, I can't speak for every sport. Volleyball is unique, I think, in that the coaches tend to get along with each other. They're very competitive. There's no question about that. But we tend to get along with each other. So I called Molly, at MNU. I said, Molly, we were talking about some scheduled things. I said, how's preseason going? She gave me honest, kind of upbeat, little tenor voice kind of thing. I know if I was in calls, CMU, I could get the same thing from Coleman. I know if I called Mount Mercy, I could get that from Deb. I know on and on and on and on. I think our conference, at least in volleyball, has a semi-unique ability to adopt a big picture view. It is not all just what is best for my team or most productive for my team or whatever. I think my perception is that they've been more willing to take the big picture view and to look at what is good for the conference and what elevates the conference to the best and what represents the conference the best, and on and on and on. So the congeniality of the coaching staffs within the Heart, I think, is a really pleasant situation. And then the fact that the Heart, in virtually every sport, has a tradition of success. What sport can you think of where the Heart doesn't have multiply ranked teams? I looked at the preseason rating that came out, and sure enough, there's 3 Heart teams right there in the middle of that preseason rating. And
yes,
you just say to yourself, it's the Heart. It used to be years ago, the Heart had its ups and its downs, and you had some matches that you could sort of count on. You can't count on any matches in the Heart anymore. Quality coaches has escalated. The quality of the talent pool that's available to coaches has escalated, and there's no gimmies. There's no nights where you just go out and show up and walk away with the W. You got to bring it every night.
Yep. I've talked to a couple coaches today, and of course, competitive is a word that has been brought up multiple times. Love seeing that all across the board. Well, thank you, Coach and Arissa, for taking the time today to meet with us, and good luck this season to your team.
We accept all luck.
Thank you.